Okay, we are starting off our session, or episode, whatever, 54 of the War for Crimson Rock. Luckily, we have everybody in house today. It's kind of funny because Sean is in tow right now on his own little side quest to go pick up a charger, so he'll be kind of quiet a little bit. But to kind of give a recap of last week's episode, I'm going to go ahead and read over my notes. So the heroes are, at this point, on a murder mystery hunt, trying to figure out what happened to Akamenos Domarien, Ori's father, who has been brutally murdered. They've been searching clues, digging up things here and there. They've gotten a lead that something's going on with the Tabaxi secretary. She may have some information there that they need to touch base with or so. She was last seen with Akamenos before he was supposed to go on his dinner with his son. And so he never showed up to that, so now they're going to go and investigate. Now, as they do so, they've gotten a lead of where she is. They go to visit her dingy apartment. And as they go there, they notice that it is basically stuck. The door is locked. They don't hear anything from anyone. However, it is a pretty disgusting neighborhood, not the best places to be in. They're able to break in to her apartment, only to find her in a comatose state of magical freeze. Right, she's basically just paralyzed. She's alive, just barely. There's a thin layer of dust surrounding her. They are trying to investigate, find out what happened, and they're talking to some of the neighbors. Pan goes and talks to some of the neighbors, who lets him know that more or less that she has no kids, that she has been very quiet. But she did have someone come and visit her some time ago. Someone who had a similar complexion to Pan. Not sure, though. They weren't able to give much details or so. They also find some clues leading them to Umok's group, the Bahgru finance one, who is the group that was competing, or rather was supposed to be working with Akamenos on a particularly lucrative deal, mining deal, but Akamenos was able to kind of sneak in and steal the deal from them. So there's something there. Then afterwards, they finally go and they start going to the Bahgru finance group, or Bahgru firm, to go and investigate. They make it past a few guards, and only to go inside and head to the bar. At this point, then Pan is going to try and get to drinks, trying to sweet talk the bartender or so. He ends up winning an arm wrestling match with one of the orcs who tries to challenge him. And afterwards, though, they start, words are exchanged. Some of the orcs start getting a little aggressive, and as things tend to happen in bars, they get into a big fight. They've made quick work of a few of the orcs around them. They're not dead. They've just been knocked out. However, they are right essentially in the middle of a large combat right now. And just as things are getting dicey, one of the orc guards who's standing sentry next to the one of the rooms where they can hear Umok, the leader of the Bahgru firm group, is Pan catches a projectile thrown at him, throws it back at the orc, who falls backwards, knocking open the door. And as he knocks open the door, he reveals that Umok is inside, and he also happens to be talking to Paxi, the Tabaxi that they had just seen comatose there as well too. And that's where we kind of pick off. Now, does anyone want to add any details to that?
So there was a total of 4 orcs that were in the battle. The 5th one is the guard that got knocked back by Pan. I'm off to the side. Was it an ogre I was dealing with?
That is correct. I'm going to go ahead and I'll take you guys there now. Let's do that. Can you guys see that now? Just change the screen.
Yep.
Okay. Now, for the sake of this, since Rachel was not with us last time, Ori was helping her family, moderating for them as they're going through this. Obviously, it's a very difficult time or so. She's finished with them. She's gotten a tip that the heroes have headed over to Umok's group. They've seen them. And so she's racing over there now. Now, Ori, I'm going to put your character kind of right outside. Okay? There we go. If you can see yourself, you're kind of right outside. You've heard them go in. You can hear some commotion on the inside. However, you do see 2 orc guards standing outside. They're dressed up in fine tuxedos with sunglasses on. They've got their hands crossed and a clipboard on, and they're just standing sentry right now. So before we start into what everybody else is doing, What are you doing, Ori?
You said this is his finance firm? Would you say this is?
Correct. That is the Bahgru Finance Group. This is the one that was supposed to be doing the deal that your dad ended up stealing from underneath them. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Um, I'm gonna go up to them, one of them, and say, I'm here to meet Umok. My name is Domarien.
They kind of look at you and they kind of cross their eyes at one another.
Your
And
mic's
can you hear me? No, I should. Can you hear me now?
yeah.
Okay, all right, that's kind of weird. They look at each other, they kind of cross their arms, and afterwards they just kind of grunt at you. Kind of hold, they cross their arms and they just kind of look at you like they're not letting you in.
I was gonna say, I have a special deal for them. It would cut you each in probably 10-20%, which is more than I can say you're getting right now. So if you don't want it,
You can see a little glimmer of gold kind of shine in their eyes a bit. They kind of start pulling out their hands, start counting fingers a little bit, and they ask you, like, how much is 10, 20%?
I can tell. Can I tell that they do not understand numbers very well?
One of them definitely was sitting there counting his fingers and was about to take off his shoes to start counting his toes. The other one, however, he seems a little bit sharper. He doesn't seem to be having trouble, calculating numbers in his head.
Okay. I'd say, think about that nice new ring your wife wants. Think about those tickets to the islands that you could get. You'd have plenty left over after those.
One of them starts nodding his head. The one that can actually count. He starts nodding his head. You see an air of a small smile, you know, creep across his face. The other one, however, he's taken off both shoes now and is counting his toes as well.
Don't worry, buddy, you'll get it.
The one who still has his shoes on, however, he looks and he says, Umak will not be happy about that. But I'll tell you what, you can slip me some money right now, then yeah, you can definitely meet with Umak.
All right. I'm gonna slip him some gold. It's fine. Let's pull up my inventory. How much gold do I have?
And have the most of everybody.
I mean, yeah. I'm getting it. I'm pulling it up. One moment. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and slip him 50 gold so he knows I'm serious. I have to use my calculator.
He looks over the 50 gold pieces counted in his hand, and you see his smile. Just he starts.
Wait,
Can we go ahead? Go ahead.
no, you're cut out
Okay. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
now, and now I can.
Okay. Kind of weird. Sorry. The muting in and out is causing issues, so I apologize for that. I think I'll wait just a moment before I start talking. The one you hand, who has a firm grasp of math, he counts. He tickles his way through the money, starts counting really quickly, and he goes, "Oh, all right, this is good." He opens the door, allows you to enter, and then after he hands like 10 gold pieces, hands it to his buddy, who at this time right now is finally putting back his shoes on, and then he's like, "Oh man, this is great! Can finally get that, new pair of shoes that has a calculator built in already."
And can I ask your names, sir?
Names? You're looking for Gruss and Grimmel.
All right. Thank you very much.
They let you in, and just as you are entering inside, I'm gonna pull you into the room. All right, the door closes behind you. You look and you see before you. You see four unconscious orcs standing, like laid out on the ground. You see Dave and Pan standing above them. You've got a giant ogre in the corner menacing over Mikage, and you see at the far end, you see a door ajar with several participants inside, and you see the tabaxi that you know. Now keep in mind, Ori, you don't know necessarily that the tabaxi of what's happened that the other heroes have seen with the tabaxi at her apartment. Okay, all you can see is that she is here now. All right, and I'm going to add you into combat.
Hold on. I thought she was in the apartment, but was she missed us coming to Trubog. And the orc is down on the ogre is down on one knee because I slashed him the last episode.
Yes, that is correct. Yeah, you got him down. You slashed against his knee. He fell crumbling down, and so he's leaning on his one good knee right now.
We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Is this better?
Yeah.
Dang, I even waited like a few seconds before I started talking too. Okay. Yes, you are correct. You slashed against his knee, so now he's down and he's leaning on his one good knee, trying to hold himself up. Okay. And what was the other thing that you said that Ori does not know?
Ori was at the apartment with us, but she didn't make it to Trubog because she went to check on her sister first, or something like that. I thought that's right.
Can you hear me now? You good? Okay. She never made it with you guys to the apartment, so she doesn't know any of the details that happened there. Okay?
What I know is that Tabaxi was a secretary, and she was crying, and the plan was to go talk to her,
Okay.
and that's why I split off.
Okay.
Okay. So at this point now, you guys are in the middle of combat. Umak, the door has swung open. You see the tabaxi sitting inside, and on top of that, the one that Pan threw a pan at fell backwards, opening the door. And just as that, Umak comes out the door. You see him in a haughty, like cyan-colored suit. He's got a large spectacle, certain air of just anger and yet at the same time sophistication about him. And he just yells out. You can hear this battle cry roar out from him, and he's just like, "Who the fuck is causing all this trouble in my office?"
I point at the ogre.
I'm just kind of still like looking around, like, do y'all need help? What's happening?
Pan, at this point, he is looking directly at you, as you are the one who seems to be,
You cut out.
Dang it. Can you hear me now? Man.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this just to kind of make it easier. When I unmute, I'm just going to start tapping my mic, and just somebody just give me a thumbs up that you can hear this. Like, okay.
It's because I'll hear you for a second, and then when you say damn, and then it cuts out again when you say, oh my god. Okay.
It's like in the middle of your sentences when it happens.
So it's maybe I just have to like curse, and then once I curse, then the microphone starts working again, right? So I just have to say something.
The microphone's first.
So it's the microphone's curse or something like that. Okay. Pan, at this point, Umak is looking directly at you, seeing as how he sees that he saw the pen smash into his subordinates and send him flying in, and he's looking directly at you right now. What are you doing?
Can I just wait? Is he in combat, Umak?
At this point, he is talking. He is like yelling essentially, but he's about to. Yeah.
I want to see if I can like talk him down or like maybe stop the fight for now. What do I have to like? convince him or something? Do I have to like roll, or do I think of something to say?
You can certainly try if that's what you'd like. I mean,
'Cause,
what would you
all
like to
these dudes
say?
are
And then I
dead.
guess we can roll something from there.
my associate here is here for a meeting. I pointed Dave, my wealthy associate.
Hey, sorry to barge in like this. Just important business needed to get.
Go ahead and roll deception on that, Pan.
Oh crap! Pull out my character open. Deception.
Oh.
You see Umak, his breathing starts to slow down just a bit. He kind of pulls his collar down, and he's like, wealthy business individuals, you say? But as he kind of looks around, he sees more of his men all knocked unconscious. And he sees the one that just fell down, just kind of he comes like rushing back up and tries to adjust himself afterwards. And the other one who just, you threw the pen back at him, yells out like, that's the guy that threw the pen at me. And just like that, Umak again, just like you see his eyes just start raging with fire once more. And he starts to
I'm
like,
gonna turn around and look where he's like, who's he pointing at?
I'm gonna rush in. Can I rush in?
yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
What's Umak's last name again?
Thrall. Umak Thrall.
Mr. Thrall, how dare you treat my colleagues like this? I come in for a simple business meeting. I'm sure you know who I am at this point in time.
He looks you once over and he says, I know exactly who you are, Domarien. What is it that you want coming into my place of business? Are these people associated with you?
These people are my associates. I wanted to have a simple conversation, just ask you a few questions, and leave you on your way. And I'm seeing that they were attacked. Is that how you do business here, sir?
Well, it's funny you should say that. That's exactly how we do business here. And just like that, as he yells that out, you see another orc kind of emerge from the room or so, right? Wait, not him. Sorry, not him. Let me pull him up. Not him. Here we go. Okay. You see one emerge.
Coming out of the woodworks.
You see one emerge from the room.
We're here now.
There you go. Thank you. And you see his hands start to glow in this like black fire, and just like that, you see him cast. Let's do it. Cast darkness. Right there. You see him cast this black vortex of shadow, just starts to grow and grow from his hands, and from there you see darkness just start to spread all around you guys now. Essentially. Now I'm gonna go ahead and roll everybody, roll the remaining people in their initiative. And Ori, I'll let you roll as well too, and we can start a new round.
You want me to just roll?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna kick this off, and Pan is gonna be going first. Oh, let's see. Yep.
Question: since the
I'll roll
won't
for
be
you. Say that one more time.
if I'm within the vortex, will the ogre be able to see me?
The ogre will have disadvantage seeing you. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now keep in mind, everybody within the vortex also has disadvantage on attacks as well too at this point. Okay. Now.
Because this is magical darkness. So dark vision can't.
That is correct. Yes, that's correct. So yeah, dark vision does not come into play here. So everybody has disadvantage inside of there. Okay. Now I'm about to give you guys a minute to kind of talk about what you guys want to do. And but right as you're about to go into it, you hear from Umak is like, what's another tiefling down? It's just another day, just like usual. And I'll let y'all have
All right.
1 minute to talk it out, and I'll let y'all go ahead and go.
All right. These business bitches always wear strong cologne.
Okay, I have a
I'm-
question. The dead people, can they come back to life? Sorry, this is like an outside of the game question. And if not, can you just like pull them off the list?
They can they've been knocked out. If I recall correctly, you guys knocked
Okay,
them
never
unconscious.
mind
So if you want, I can take them off. I mean, but that doesn't mean necessarily that they will.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just I'm struggling to look at. I'll figure it out.
For the sake of simplicity, I'll tell you what. You knocked them out pretty good. Let's do that. I'll take them out. That's
No,
okay.
no, it's cool. Leave it. I got it. I was just trying to figure out how many people they had left up, but it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Well,
Well,
4, 5. 5 right now. 5.
5 are left. There's
Oh, I see this orc over here. Okay, it's okay.
where's
Okay,
the
I like to just go for the weakest guys. I'm just gonna start with the orcs at the front.
I'm going to try to use my sense of overcompensation cologne smell to find Umak in this because he also can't see with the darkness because he didn't cast it. And I would really like to burn the shit out of him because I don't like this man.
Okay, that sounds good. So, Pan, you're gonna take out the weakest one.
Yeah,
Ori.
I'm also very low on health, guys.
Ori.
Okay,
So
so you
go ahead. Sorry.
stay back and sorry. I was gonna say you pick off the weak and stay safe. I'm at full health, I'm pretty sure. So I will come help.
And Mikage, how about you? What are you doing?
I'm gonna deal with the ogre or try and finish it off. I'm going to let Ori, since she's facing Umak and he's technically at my back. I'm just gonna stay going forward because I know the ogre was in front of me.
Okay, sounds good. Let's kick this off. So at this point, Pan, you are shrouded in darkness, right? You can't quite see. You can't make out what's
We
going on.
can't hear you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Can you hear me now? Is this better? Is this going through? I don't know why there's such a lag. Very interesting. Okay, so Pan, you're up first. At this point, you are shrouded in darkness. You cannot see more than a foot in front of you. However, you do know that there are enemy combatants nearby. What are you doing?
I mean, if I can't see anyone, they too cannot see me, right? I feel like I should just wait out the. How long does darkness last?
10 minutes.
So how many turns is that?
A lot.
That's like 60 turns.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to. Now I'm gonna wait till there's more people in front of me. I'm gonna wait back. I'm actually just gonna move backwards in the darkness a bit because I can't attack, right? Like a ranged attack if I can't see.
You can, but you're at disadvantage if you do so.
I can hand everybody javelins on my turn to sort of poke around in front of them to see wave sticks to see who's there.
Oh, I got it. I'm just gonna scoot back a little, and I'm just gonna throw darts at the doorway because it looks like there's 3 people in the doorway. So I'm just gonna blindly throw darts. And probably hit the first dude or something.
Ori, do not step in front of him.
Well, I'm first, so.
I'm just gonna chill where I am until it's time for me to sniff out this bitch.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna throw darts.
All right.
No, I don't know how to roll with disadvantage. Do I roll
Oh,
twice?
yeah, roll it one more time. Yeah.
Or does it like have a button?
Just roll it
Just
again
roll.
one more time. We'll take the damage. Okay, luckily for you, this one lands. You're gonna hit him for 9. Okay,
We can't hear you.
here we go.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You're gonna hit the one at the very front, who cast the darkness in the first place, right? So you're able to hit him. You hear this screech of pain go out, and you hear a loud thud too, as well. As he kind of just like you hear, something hit the ground. However, you still hear breathing, but you can't quite make out what happened there. All right. Okay. At this point, the ogre is just like swiping back and forth with his huge claws and his arms, and he's just swinging about. He's trying to hit. At this point now, he's just going for like just a wide swing. And in this case, both Mikage and Ori, you are in the line of fire. So he's just like throwing a large like haymaker that way. Both of you guys roll a defense roll and tell me what you're doing.
Duck. I know he a big boy and I'm little, so I'm just gonna try to duck.
And I'll probably get down on all fours as soon as I find my... Let's see if we can actually get my thing to roll. Do I know? Hold on, I'm winning. Did that roll anything?
Yep, that did. You are good on that. Yes. Okay. All right. Even amongst in the darkness, you just hear the sound of the club coming your way, but it's hard to gather when. He catches both of you just as you're going down, though, with a huge swipe, knocks you both for 7 hit points each. Okay.
I don't like it.
Upon connecting with his club, he can feel it in his hand, and you just hear him just bellow. He's just laughing really loud out. Right? Okay. At this point, Dave, if you're listening, what are you doing? You're on mute right now, by the way. I don't know if you can talk or no. Or we can.
Okay.
Dave, can you play or are you out?
Oh, sorry. I was just getting my charger. What's happening? I'll. Can you give me a second? Can you put me at the end of the round?
Yeah, I can put you at the end of the round. No worries. Okay, I will do that real quick. Okay. At this point, Mikage, you are up now.
Okay.
You've just taken a huge blow from a great club. You can feel the wind knocked out of you. However, you don't quite know what direction it came from, and you're surrounded in darkness. What are you doing?
So, am going to use my sword and swing forward, because the last place I saw the orc was in front of me. So I'm going to push forward, and I'm going to shove the creature and just do 2 attacks: the shove and the follow up with the sword.
Well, hold on a second. Can you guys hear me? Am I speaking?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So, do you get another attack? I don't know if you can do a shove and then an attack.
So when I was actually,
You would have to attack first, and then you get another attack, if I remember correctly. Is that right?
so it was saying, I think I clicked showing in the thing. When you want to,
What is it called? Let me read it real fast. Sorry.
it's be in the area.
2 maneuvers of your choice. So what I think you can do, if you attack once, then I think you get another attack. But if you're just doing a shove action, then you don't get an additional attack. You can do that, and then you have a bonus action. Okay?
Okay, because I think using the action, you can make a act to shove it, either to knock it prone or push it away from you. If you are able to make multiple attacks with the attack action, this attack replaces one of them.
Okay, if that's the case, then okay. You're good then. Then I'm mistaken. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay,
Okay.
so you're going to do the shove. In this case, you're going to be at disadvantage because 1, you're in darkness, and 2, he's large. He's much larger than you, and you're medium sized versus he's a large character, okay?
Okay.
So go ahead and do
Cutting
this. There we go. Can you hear me? Okay, so go ahead, roll your strength at disadvantage, and I'm going to roll him strength. And then afterwards, then you can attack him afterwards, all right? Oh. Well, he's at 7. All right. And then Ori, you're coming up very soon. Right? Do you see about strength? There we go. Perfect.
What?
All right. And then roll
Did
roll it one more time.
Did I roll it?
You did roll. Yeah, you actually got a nat 20 on that, but you need to roll one more time because you're at disadvantage. So fingers crossed. All right, I think you managed to push him over. All right, that's good. Okay, cool.
Yay.
You're good. Okay, so you pushed him over. You got him. You've knocked him over. Him being on his knee made it easy for you to push him over. And then what are you doing now? You're attacking him with your sword?
Yep, I am bitch. And just if I can slam my sword down into him, that's my plan.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Roll attack for that.
I think I'm able to roll. Did it work?
It just went.
Okay. Just so you're aware, there is a severe delay to see any rolls that I do.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. Everything's going through. Okay, it lands. Tell me how you want it done. How do you want this giant creature to go down?
So at shove into it, I basically go to raise up my sword and slam it down into his other leg. I want to make sure he stays down as best I can.
Okay. He falls backwards, and as he falls backwards, you take his other hand, take the other sword, you slice into his leg.
Wait, you
Cutting
stop.
out again. We
Okay.
got as he falls backwards.
As he falls backwards, your sword slams into his other leg. He cries out in pain. You see him writhing in pain. He's basically prone on the floor now. He is trying to get up, but he is just paralyzed. Like his legs are just completely out of function. And so he's trying to get up, but at this point he's just like crawling around, just bleeding everywhere, like all over the floor. But he's still a huge, massive thing that's just moving around. Okay. And so he's just crying in pain, just moving about, but he's this huge, bloody mess walking around. Okay. At this point, the orc who casts the darkness, he... you see him back up a few steps, kind of hiding behind Umok a little bit. Oops, I'm not going to close the door. He hides behind Umok, and you see him behind, he's got his hands channeled again, and you see another like glowing orb. There's like a large spike kind of manifesting itself out of energy. You see it just kind of glowing and glowing, getting ready to shoot, but nothing happening yet. Okay.
Can we see it? Or the dark?
Cannot see into the darkness. You can't see through the darkness, no.
Okay, so we can't. He is doing those actions.
Yeah, I'm letting you know, but he's basically back behind it. Okay. Ori, it is your turn now. You again you've been struck by a club, but you're also shrouded in darkness. What are you doing?
So I remember from right before the darkness hit that there was an unconscious body to my left. So I'm going to reach for him and using him orient myself to crawl over here and try to get behind where I think Umak is. Do I smell its cologne? Because you know that businessmen who want to overcompensate for their shortcomings use a lot of cologne.
It's not quite cologne that you smell, but it is something.
But it's something. Okay. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get right here, correct? Right behind him? Okay. And slightly out of the darkness. So I'm going to let a lovely poison spray all over his head. Let's see how this goes. And if it hits, I'm going to let him know that I'll be reporting this to the Better Business Bureau. Oh, God.
So you cast the noxious gas across him. However, his pungent smell that he has seems a little bit more pungent than the toxic gas that you cast on him.
Gross.
And so he kind of like smells it, just kind of sniffs it in. Not bad at all. Kind of breathes it in a little bit.
Then instead of reporting him to the Better Business Bureau, I'm going to say, you're disgusting. And as for my bonus action, well, I just want to kind of ready myself in case he wants to retaliate.
So it's a good thing that you did that, because he is quite pissed.
Mm-hmm.
You see him, his initially charming, smile.
Oh, he's in darkness, right?
He's in darkness right now. That is correct. He is in darkness. However, he did smell that noxious gas that you just cast. And so
He knows I'm there.
So he knows you're there. So with that, then he just like reaches out and tries to grab you. And basically tries to grab you and pull you back into the darkness right now. So I want you to roll a defense roll. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, let's see if it
No.
succeeds.
He snatches you, grabs you by your collar, slams you into the ground. You can take another 7 hit points of damage on that one. Okay?
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why you're not being... Let's see, you got 27. Okay.
Wait.
27.
I got it.
Oh, there we go. 7. Okay, so you should have taken... There you go. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to put you right back here into the darkness.
Gross.
He slams you down. And then he just smiles and says, add another tiefling to the list of wards we've taken out. Okay. Let's see him. The one that got tackled, he's kind of fumbling about. This one's kind of moving over. You can kind of just see you don't see anything, but he kind of starts moving around. And then one more on the outside. One more standing back. Okay. At this point, top of the round. I'll let you guys have another minute to talk about what y'all want to do. And go.
I still want to hurt him, but I know that I should probably go after the spellcaster. What do y'all think?
Take care of him.
Take care of him? My pleasure.
Maybe we can throw some beans into their room.
Oh my
You
god,
could.
throw a bean. Throw a bean into that room. I'll take care of this bitch. Y'all throw beans.
So they were originally planning to throw like 2 beans at the beginning before like the battle or the other orcs tried to jump them. But they're like, yeah.
We'll wait. We'll hold on. I see.
Let's
Should have
hope
flicked some beans underneath the door before. That would have been such a great move.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna try to go after this dude that's like right in front of me.
I'm going to find somebody and smash.
Love it.
Okay. All right. We're good. Oh, Mikage, what about you? What are you doing?
Mikage's gonna take out some pent up aggression on this ogre.
Perfect. Okay, sounds good. Okay, Pan, you're up first. You're still shrouded in darkness. However, there's a strong, pungent smell that just came rushing towards
You're
you.
cutting out again.
Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Mm-hmm.
Man, technical difficulties. How fun. Pan, you're up first. You're still, again, surrounded in darkness. However, you felt a strong, pungent odor just like smack you in the face. So it's right nearby you. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna throw darts at this guy that's right in front of me. I mean, I can see him, right? Or like I know that he's there.
You sense he's there, but again, this is still darkness. So
It's
you
just a disadvantage roll, right?
it's
I'm
a
fine with
yeah,
that.
you're still at disadvantage. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna move back first, and then I'm gonna throw.
So go ahead and roll it twice. Okay, this one lands. Tell me how you want it done. How do you want to go down?
Oh, does it kill him?
This one takes him out. Yep.
I wanted to like poke him like in the eyes, like floop floop.
Of course, you don't see it, but you definitely is
I
like
don't
throwing
see it,
darts.
but like I can hear the sound of it, like.
And so I guess you just described the sound of like eyeballs being poked out with
Yeah.
darts. I guess floop floop. So, all right.
Wink.
Oh man. All right. So he is down. Which one is he again? Yep. Okay. So he did. And him. No, him. Okay. There we go. Okay. So he's dead. All right. At this point, you've moved. Okay. The giant ogre is trying his best. He is like his arms are flailing about Mikage. His legs are just bleeding. There's a pool of blood everywhere. However, his arms are still very long. They have quite a reach, so they're just like swinging wildly at you. Go ahead, roll a defense roll, and tell me what you're doing.
All right, so my basically between his face and put my heel like right between his eyes. That's my ultimate goal. So let's do
I
one.
think I got disconnected.
No good. Can you hear me? Okay. His arms are swinging about violently, but they are completely missing. Like he can't. He's having a hard time moving about. You're able to easily dodge beneath his arms, and like he isn't able to touch you. Okay. You see him crawl away. He moves maybe just like 5 feet away, but it doesn't much to get away from you. Okay. Dave. Can you talk?
Yeah, I can talk.
Okay.
Um,
You're surrounded in darkness. What are you doing?
I'm going to like try to poke around and find. I mean, I assume I know where people are because of noise and stuff. I'm
You
going
could
to. Sorry.
follow the bar.
What?
Follow the bar. You're right next to the bar. Touch
Oh,
the
okay. Yeah, I'll follow the bar. Try to find somebody, and then swing at them with my great.
This is kind of funny because Dave actually is just like Sean is like really in darkness. Like he doesn't know what's going on.
but
Does he
you
get-
cut out. So Dave is just like what?
Oh, I was just saying that it's kind of funny that Dave and Sean are actually really like in
Oh,
darkness.
you cut
Because
out again.
dang it. Any better? Can you hear me? Oh, so frustrating. Can you hear me now? Better now? Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's kind of funny because Dave and Sean are basically both like they're in darkness. Like Sean doesn't know what's going on either. So
Oh yeah. Yeah. So this is for perspective.
So Dave, you make your way forward. You're following hand over hand on the bar. You can feel the bar stools. You make your way towards the north a bit, and immediately the first person you touch, you feel a small figure right in front of you.
Okay. Are they, or are is it Ori or Pen? The two other small figures.
Well, you hear Pan. I'm sorry. You hear Ori just kind of. I don't know. Ori, what would you imagine if somebody came?
I can't hear you. Cutting out.
Damn it. Okay. Ori, so what would you imagine? Can you hear me out? What would you imagine if you're completely surrounded in darkness and somebody comes up behind you and starts, feeling you
Does
up?
it-
I guess.
I was gonna say, does it feel hostile?
Dave, how would you describe your reaching out in front of you? I guess.
I mean, I'm just like trying to my way towards the noise. Like,
So it's basically like pats on,
yeah,
on
yeah.
Ori's head.
exactly.
Get her hair and horn. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say like, ow, watch the horns.
Yeah, I assume I know what like Ori's horns feel like. Even if you don't know what like, even if you've never felt somebody's horns, you know what they feel like.
You know what horns feel like?
And I know that the rest of them are barbarian, so I guess I know that this isn't them.
The only tiefling around.
Yeah, famously, no, not a tiefling place. I will continue on my search for an end. Well, I guess she's fighting somebody, so I guess I'm close. I'm going to swing at whoever she was fighting at.
Can you like, I don't know, warn me? Tell me to duck or something.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, it's Dave. Who we going
How
for?
are you? What
Point-
you doing?
point me-
Mid-fight, how are you? Checking in.
Yep,
Um,
that dude.
I'll probably be like, someone has the zoomies. I will probably be like, straight ahead, and I'll duck.
Okay, and then I will swing straight ahead.
Okay. I assume you're going to use your javelin. Is that right?
Great axe.
A great axe. Okay. I'll let you throw the great axe then. I'll roll that for you right now. Let me roll it once more for disadvantage because you are in the darkness. Okay. You are swinging forward, but unfortunately it does not connect. You basically, it's just a swing and a miss at this point. Luckily Ori is ducked, but you know, it's basically a strike. You miss nothing. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'll beans it. I'll throw 2 beans.
All right. Let's see what happens then.
I'm still ducking. I am not going to be hit with a bean.
I'm throwing it in like the area that because I remember where people were, so like I'll just throw it in like the place that like in the places where people were, not where we necessarily are.
So like the back room too? Because he's right by the door entrance.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? Well, where
the
people are.
spellcaster is.
Yeah, I'll throw it where the spellcaster is. Yeah.
Right in the door frame.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're doing 2. Is that right?
Yeah, I'll throw 2.
Okay. Okay, so the first one is essentially 1 through 10. Let's see.
I'll try to land the spellcaster as best I can from my disadvantage darkness.
The first one is a treant. So a treant grows from that just giant area. And the second one is essentially there are some toadstool sprouts that sprout from that area as well. So you've got a giant tree and you've got these toadstools that have sprouted. Now there is, let's see.
Is the treant evil?
It is, well, let me do this. Hold on. Let me do that one more time. Okay, say either 1 or 2, if you want it to be evil or not. Let's see. I'm going to roll it, okay? I'll ask Pan, pick 1 or 2, and whichever one you choose will be the tree of good, okay?
1.
Okay, well, he's evil then. So he is evil, so you've got a giant treant now. Let me add this.
Lord.
Yeah, like evil.
Do we have a treant? I do have a treant. Here we go.
Right in that small back room.
Boom, right there. Okay, treant in the room. Okay, and then the other one is going to be, you've got, what is it, a 5d4 of, R5d4. You've got this many mushrooms or toadstools that have sprouted out. And from that, on an odd roll, the eater must succeed on an even roll, which is this. Eater gains 5d6 hit points for 1 hour. So if you eat these, you're going to get 5d6 hit points. So in this case, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So there you go. You get 5d. If you eat them, you gain 5d6 temporary hit points for an hour. Wow, that's kind of crazy. All right.
Wait, doesn't
Each one is 5d6.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, right? There are like.
doesn't the eater have to roll, and if they roll?
Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that. Yeah, okay. There are 5d4, so there are 16 toadstool. I'm sorry. There are 16 mushrooms. If you eat it, and if you survive on a DC 15,
Okay.
You roll.
You roll.
And if it's odd,
Yeah.
you have to roll for poison survival.
Yep.
And if it's even, you get hit.
Correct. There you go. Thank you. I read that very wrong.
Okay, so it's a 50-50. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So you either take a whole bunch of damage or you get a whole bunch of hit points. All right.
All right.
Alrighty. I'm gonna add that guy in there now. Okay. Let's see, Dave. All right, Mikage, you're up, and then shortly afterwards, it's going to be Ori. Okay, so Mikage, you're up now. You see this giant, you feel the giant tree, like the walls of the room right next to you have just basically been smashed to pieces because this giant tree is right there. So you've now got a tree next to you, and you've got an ogre trying to crawl away from you. What are you doing?
I am going to run and leap on the ogre's face with my sword. Or should I just try pummeling him? Can I tell how, like, is he on his, well, I mean, obviously he's crawling away, but is he, close to getting down?
You can see blood is just leaking from him at this point. It's like a fountain just going out.
You cut out.
It is, can you hear me now? Better?
Yeah.
It is like a fountain. Blood is just leaking out of him. It is making a huge mess all over the wood floors. It's going to take forever to clean.
I'm going to just start pummeling. I'm going to do 2 straight up unarmed attacks and just pummel his face. I am putting some extra rage and aggression into it. So I just rolled twice. I'm here with.
Okay, it did go through. Let's see. Okay, both of them go through. All right, tell me how you want it done. How do you want this guy to die?
So if he's crawling away from him, I assume he's facing away from me. So I'm gonna leap on his back and just start pummeling his head, and just land 2 solid blows to his head.
Okay, and with each blow, you see his eyes just roll into the back of his head and back of his skull, and his head just falls and hits the ground. He's out. He's done. Okay.
Put me on top of it. I want to be on top of his corpse. Sorry. It's been a rough week.
You are standing victoriously on top of his skull. You're good. All right. the one orc who was channeling this ethereal arrow, you see his hands release, and you see, well, I guess you don't see, it's basically in the darkness right now, but a magic spell gets cast from him, and you see it fly all the way towards Dave, right? In this case. Casting it. Boom. Okay. So in this case, it is a Mind Spike. It is flying out with 14 psychic damage. Dave, go ahead and roll a wisdom roll right now. You got to beat a DC 10 to beat this.
I'm waiting for my laptop to charge.
Okay. You want me to roll it for you? I can roll it for you then if that's
Yeah.
the case. All right. Here we go. It's pretty easy, but DC 10. Let's see. Oh, sweet. All right. There you go. So you rolled a 17, so you are good on that. So you're only gonna take half as much. So you're gonna take 7 hit points of damage. So I'll go ahead and minus that for you right now. Okay, but you feel your mind just basically being stabbed with this psychic arrow. Okay, all right, Ori, you are up now. You are still in the darkness. You can still smell that pungent, noxious smell of Umok right nearby you. But you've also got Dave in the back patting you on the head. What are you doing?
Okay. So my computer is currently out again. So I'm on my phone, so I can't roll for myself. But I would like to hit that bitch in the face with Burning Hands, which is 3d6 fire damage, but I would love to cast it at 2nd level. So that would make it 46 fire damage.
Okay, let's do that then. So we're going to do 2nd level. Here we go, right? Do that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
Tell me how it goes. I can't hear you say that. Say that again.
Sorry. You're going to cast it, and it's actually going to be in this direction. So actually you can hit the...
You cut out.
Can you hear me now? Any better? Any better? Here we go. Okay, cool. It is actually a cone of fire, so that's kind of cool. So you'll be able to cast it on yourself. You hit Umok and the other spellcaster. So let's do that. So he's going to do a DC. Let's see if he makes it. He fails. And then the other guy, let's see him. He's going to... Oh, he makes it, surprisingly. Okay. And on half, take as much damage. Okay, so this is how it rolls. Umok's going to take the full 9 damage. The other one, the other spellcaster, though, he is going to be burnt to a crisp.
Hey.
Nice.
What's up?
Did you say only damage?
No, Umok's going to take the full 9, right?
Okay.
And kind of the 9, yeah, because you rolled a 1, a 2, and a 5. So unfortunately, you got 2. Yeah, it's kind of sucky rolls, fortunately.
Unfortunate.
We're unfortunate. However, you did burn the other spellcaster to a crisp, so he is dead. So you got him.
Oh.
And just like that, as you do so, where is he at? Let me see. He is dead. And as his body, turns into burnt jerky, the darkness then dissipates and it fades. So now you guys can all see now clearly what's going on. All right.
And is Umok in pain?
You've torched his very nice suit. So he is very upset. Like it's charred. His tie that he had was very long. It's now this little stub of a tie. And he's kind of looking at you very angry.
Looking spiffy, bitch.
Yep, there you go. He's dead. Umok now, in his anger, looks directly at you, Ori, and he's just, he rages. So he rages. And then afterwards, he just takes his great axe and comes smashing down on the area right overhead on you. What are you doing?
I'm gonna roll out of the way.
Okay,
I'd
roll
like to
a defense roll. Oh, you can't do that right now, right?
my internet.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna have you. Oh, that's a crit one. That's not good.
Wait, can I try resetting my internet and then try my side again?
I am sorry. No, it's not gonna work. Yeah, you're going to take, unfortunately, a 15 hit points of damage on this one. And that's going to put you
that's
at
cool.
-2. So you are
I was
technically...
gonna say like
So you have been knocked unconscious at this point. So you are now down. Okay?
please come save me.
Now keep in mind, I think you've got an ability that I think you can use on your turn. Which
Strength
is
of Grave.
Strength of the Grave, thank
Yeah.
you. But I think you use that on your turn then, right?
I think so.
Yeah, when damage is reduced to 0, you can make a charisma saving throw. So DC 5 plus the damage taken. On a success, you drop to 1 hit point. Actually, you do it right now. So we'll do that for you right now. You're gonna do a DC. You're gonna roll a charisma throw. DC 5 plus the damage. So 5. 5 plus 15. You basically got to roll a 20. Let's see. Saving throw.
Come on, Kenneth, roll for me. It's up to you.
Oh, you got a 9. No bueno. Okay. So you are definitely still dead. Well, you actually got close. You got close. You're not dead. You got close to 17. So you're at 17. You had to get beat at 20. So that did not go. Okay. All right. He's done. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. This other orc inside. He is panicking. He's got a giant treant. And then the treant, I'm just going to roll his initiative. And that's it. Okay. I'm going to remove some of these people because there are actually a whole bunch of people now. So I'm just going to take them out with the combat. Boom, he's gone. Boom, he's gone. Dead, dead. Okay. Okay, top of the round now. You've got Ori, who's been knocked unconscious. Pan and Dave, you guys are still good. However, Pan, you've lost some hit points. Mikage is over on the side. She just took out a giant ogre. But the darkness is now gone too. So you guys can see clearly. And I'll let you all go. You got a minute. Talk about what you want to do. Go.
I'm gonna be unconscious.
Does anybody have like a health thing to restore Ori?
I don't think I do.
No.
I think I
Anywhere?
have thing. I mean, she's gonna be up. I also have a healing spirit that I can cast over it, but it's probably gonna be after I do. Well, Dave, you should be almost at full health, right? Pan,
I'm at 22 of. I'm halfway, but 22.
so the thing is, I have to be careful with the healing spirit to not do it over Umak as well.
Ah,
Try
gotcha.
to die.
Yeah,
Don't
we can.
necessarily heal me a bunch. Just make sure I don't die.
That's why. Well, I also have spare the dying if I need to do it, but we gotta either like take him down, and I want to bust into that room and take the Tabaxi girl out like by the ears
Mm-hmm.
because she's still in the room.
With the evil treant.
Is she in the room with the treant? I don't see where the treant is.
He's in the back room.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently, well,
Okay, time is kicking off,
I
guys.
mean,
Go ahead.
cats are famously good at climbing. So.
all right, I know what I'm doing.
All right, here we go. Let's go with now. Okay, Pan, you are top of the round. You are up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna use my air fists. I have to move a little closer. I think I measured it though, and it was okay. Oh, I don't have to move closer at all. I can stay back. Yeah. So it says bludgeoning, and he's resist. Well, I guess it'll figure it out on its own, right? It doesn't matter. Okay. So let's see. How many points do I have? Oh, I'm still full. Okay. So took away key. Where is it? Fist of Unbroken Air. Did it use it? Oh my god, I clicked it twice.
Go ahead and add it again to yourself. You just want to do it once, right?
I just want to do it one time.
Okay, all right. So he's got to do a DC 14 save. Let's see. Ooh, he critically failed. Wow. All right. Well, you're going to... Jeebus. Oh, that was really bad. Okay. That's going to be a critical hit on him then. So 22.
And it gets to... I'll push him 20 feet away, so I'll just push him into the corner.
Okay. At this point, I mean, he's going to push him in the corner. He's going to hit the wall. And essentially get flying back. And he's going to get knocked unconscious. So you've got him. So he's down. All right. So he is now... I won't say that. He's not dead. I'm just going to mark him as dead because this way make it easier. But he's unconscious. So he's been knocked out. So there you go.
That's nice.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right. Ogre's dead. Dave, you're up. You've got Ori right behind, right in front of you. The treants inside with the room. So it looks like most everybody's out. What are you doing?
I missed the last few seconds because my phone cut out and I was
No worries.
on my computer. But it looks like what's his name is dead.
Umak. So yeah, Pan knocked him out essentially. Just knocked him out with a punch and sent him flying. So he's unconscious. He's not dead, but he's definitely knocked out.
I'm going to just take a peek into here. What's going on?
As you look inside, you see the treant, you see another orc there, and as well as you see the tabaxi cowering. Like she is backing away, trying to get away from this treant as possible, as the treant is like moving slowly, lurching forward.
Okay. I mean, we haven't decided that the tabaxi is necessarily evil. But the orc, is the orc menacing?
The orc is menacing. However, he's also cowering in fear of this giant treant.
You cut out.
Can you hear me? And better now? Better?
Yeah.
Okay. The orc is menacing. However, he's also cowering in fear of this giant treant. Okay.
Don't turn it off.
I know, right? This orc is menacing. However, he is cowering in fear of the giant treant that is there, that is lurching towards him.
Okay. I mean, does this really need to even be taken care of? But I'll say I'll basically say like, hey, I'm blocking the only exit. I think now is a great time to talk. What's going on?
The orc grips onto his axe, looks at you, looks at the treant. He doesn't know what's going on outside. He's still just trying to, you see him kind of swinging around wildly a bit. But, I mean, he's not attacking you. He's just kind of, trying to move just to get you away and to, get the treant away from him as well.
Okay. All right. Tabaxi. What? I'll just use it my turn. I don't know, as they're not necessarily enemies, right? I'm going to just say Tabaxi, what's your deal? Why were you unconscious in the in your office, and yet here you are, making a deal with Umak?
The Tabaxi kind of looks at you, startled. Doesn't say anything. She's panicking. You see her kind of moving away right now. You see her moving over in this direction, right here, towards a window.
Okay, if I use my great axe, axes are great for chopping stuff, and I kill this treant, will you help? Will you tell me what you're doing?
She still looks startled right now. She doesn't say a word to you. She's moving and edging closer towards the window.
Don't you dare go out that window. I'm gonna lasso her.
Okay.
So I'll just
all right. Use a
lassoing.
All right. Throw a dexterity roll. Give me a dexterity roll and let's see. And I guess it'll be her dexterity against your dexterity. Then we'll see what happens. 7. Oh, that's probably more than that. You got 7. Okay. And then her dexterity. Okay. You toss a lasso, but as you do, she dodges out of the way. All right. So at this point, she is panicking. She's moving out. Okay. All right. At this point right now, you see her turn around. She lifts open the window, and you just see her leap through it. So she is now outside the window. So she's just she's run outside the building. Okay? Okay, Mikage, you are still inside right now. You're towering over this giant dead ogre. What are you doing?
I heard him actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna beeline it outside and around because I'm assuming I have to go out and to the right to see, like, because there's obviously no door or window here. It's gonna be on that side, so I'm beelining it to try and follow her.
It looks like there's a window.
Huh? You mean
Is that not a window right there behind?
That is a
the
window right there.
pouch-looking thing?
Yep. There's a window here. There's a window here.
This thing? Is this not a window?
That's a window. Yeah, it's a window. Well, actually, I take it back. That is, well, I mean, it's a window. It looks like there's a bookshelf here. Oh, there you go. But then there's a sofa here, and then there's a window right behind it there, actually.
Yeah, you can like pick up a cushion and use it like as a fall.
well, we're on the first.
You can use it to break through the glass.
Okay. Okay, if it that leads out, busting through, going whichever's faster. Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. What do you want to do?
If it's fast, out the window, I pillow and I bust through the glass and around.
Okay, all right. You make it through the window. You burst through the window. You look out and you see the tabaxi she's taken off. She's down in the alley right now. She is hauling it. Okay? You make it through.
Okay.
Okay, at this point, Ori, so that was dead. Ori, you are still inside. You've got a very terrified orc. You can hear Treant kind of creeping around. However, aside from you and Pan and Dave, nobody else is in the room except for that Treant and that terrified orc. What are you doing?
I'm unconscious, right?
Oh, you're unconscious. I forgot about that. Go ahead. Thank you. Liz, so can you roll at all, or are you? Let's see.
Let me try. Just a d20.
Yeah, we'll do a death. I'll do a death save. If you click on your person, yeah, just do that. Just roll a 1d20.
Yeah. Tell me if it's working. You know what? Let me refresh. Log back in.
I'll tell you what. I will roll it for you. How about that? Is that okay?
Yes, but I've already refreshed the page, so.
Oh,
go
sorry.
for it.
Go ahead if you can then.
Okay. It's coming up.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
1d20.
Oh, that is a death fail. Uh-oh.
Guys.
Okay, that's a 1. Okay, all right. Here we go. Next up, the Treant is lurching forward. He grabs the orc in this case. Grabs the orc, takes him and just like smashes him into the ground. Just like crushes his face and just like smashes him into the table and everything, right? So that orc is basically, he's knocked unconscious at this point. So he's also... Okay. And I think that's it. Okay, Pan, you are... All right, top of the round again, guys. You've now have, so here's where you stand. You have a Treant in front of you. You've got Ori who's knocked out. Dave, you're in the room. Pan your eyes out, and Mikage has just jumped out. I'll let y'all figure out what y'all want to do. You got a minute. Go.
I'm gonna be unconscious.
I'm.
I mean, I guess we gotta kill the Treant, right?
Yeah, I guess we got to. Yeah, I mean, like I guess we have to search the place. We technically don't have to kill the Treant. We just need to, I guess,
Get away
look
from
around
We need
the
to take
Treant.
Umat's body with us then, or something, right? Like we need him. He's not dead, right? He's like, we'd still like talk to him post fight or something.
Has our darkness faded?
Yeah.
Thank God.
Okay.
I mean, we could always just like drag Umak away from the Treant area. Time to the bar.
Hey Treant,
Yeah.
I know you're chaotic evil. There's a lot of fragile things in the middle of town. Why don't you go have some
You're gonna set the Treant on the poor town.
Set the tree.
Hey, get out of here. Go have
I
fun.
mean, there's guards that eventually it won't make it far, but we've got bigger things to fry here. Fine, we'll kill the Treant. We can't just have it going.
But also,
I'm
like,
good.
help.
Close the door and leave it in there. Personally, just my 2 cents from outside.
Well, if we can, I'm
I
cool with that.
agree. I don't know if they can open doors.
Just bust through the wall, I guess.
I mean, it'll take a few tries. So at least we can take care of some stuff first.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We can just do that.
Wait till it becomes a problem we can't.
I would like to get all the papers off the desk. Try to see what exactly they were talking about at the time.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
yeah, I'll do that.
Those may be a little covered in blood, but you might want to deal with Umok first, then deal with the Ent. If it hasn't busted out. I'm still gonna try. If I can catch up with the Tabaxi, I'm gonna try. That's my goal.
Okay, let's kick it off, guys. Here we go. Pan, you are up first. You see Ori. She's knocked unconscious.
I'm just gonna go close the door. Or is it? Are we doing that, or are we fighting?
It's up to you guys.
Dave is
You can decide.
inside.
Dave is still inside the room, by the way. So he's still inside the
I
room.
mean, when
Let
Dave-
him-
Fine.
I will step out while he closes the door. I know it's
Okay.
on my turn, but I won't stand still.
I'll close. Yeah. Okay.
Are you done in there?
I think that's fair because you guys are both basically, you're right next to each other in turn, so that's fine. Dave, you want to
cut
step out? Can you guys hear me now?
There.
Better? Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, you guys are both essentially right. Your turns are right next to each other. So, Dave, if you want to move out first before you close the door, that's fine.
Okay.
So, Dave, I'll move you just right outside the door or wherever. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Pan, you're going to close the door. Is that right? Okay. The moment you close the door, you hear the tree. You just hear the inside just being smashed to pieces, right? The table is being destroyed. The wall, you can hear the walls being they're stone walls, but at the same time, too, you see them rocking and shuddering. They are not going to hold up very much longer.
Okay, I'm just gonna open the door again and hit him.
Throw a dart.
What could I do? What attack? I mean, is it gonna be weak to fire since it's the tree? I'm gonna use Fangs of the Fire Snake.
But you're burn in it.
That's okay. I'll put water on him after something. I'm an elements master now, guys. I have water, wind, and fire.
Earth, wind, and fire?
No water. I wish I had earth. Maybe when we next level.
You're gonna become the Avatar.
Yeah. So I can just. Yeah, I just have ranged punches now that hit with fire. So how does this work? Do I just roll? Yeah, I just roll normal attacks.
Yeah, just
and
roll
they
that
hit
thing.
with fire.
All right, do
But
that.
how
then.
does it? So it says.
Extra 1d10 fire.
Oh, so it just does fire damage naturally, and then if I want to spend a key, I can also throw an extra 1d10 per attack.
All right, let's do that.
So, where's my? Oh my god! Unarmed strike.
That one's gonna land. Nice. All right.
And then I move. Wait, no, this is my normal attack. So I get 2 attacks and a flurry. Where's my flurry? And then I will spend 1 key point for an extra 1d10 on the first attack. So I will take that out.
Okay.
Well, let me roll.
Go ahead and roll your 1d10. Oh, sweet. Wow, my goodness. All right. So 9, 17, 25, 30. Well, you hit him for 31 damage. Dude, very cool. It's 31. On top of that, all his branches now are lit up in fire, so his head is on fire. He's pretty pissed off. All right. Like half of his body is scorched right now. Anyways. All right. Dave, at this point, you've got a pissed off, scorched treant inside the room, and he's banging on the walls. You also have Pan standing right nearby you as well, too. And also Ori is unconscious. What are you doing?
Well, can't help Ori as much as I'd like. So I'm gonna go to. Oh, didn't need to close the door. I'm gonna go swing at swing at this back with my great axe.
That definitely lands.
And then I'm gonna do another.
This one does not land. All right.
Well, that's about it.
Okay, not as much. Okay, you chop down some of the timber on him, so you basically just clear the brush off of his torch torch leaves or so. Okay.
All right.
Mikage, at this point, you see the tabaxi. She is just hauled ass, and she's taken off.
Can I?
What are you doing?
I want to chase it after her.
Okay. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? I mean, yeah, you can trek your way on foot. You can follow behind her. I guess you can make the distance up, but she has gotten a good distance on you right now. So if you follow behind her, then you can make up half the distance that you're doing.
Okay, I'm gonna park behind her.
Okay, all right. So you're following right behind her then. All right. Okay. At this case, let's see. He's dead. He's out. Okay. Ori, can you roll? Do you want to roll your death save?
Uh-huh.
Fingers crossed. Oh, if you roll a nat 1, you might actually die. Oh, that's 2.
Guys!
Uh-oh.
None of y'all it.
Ori might actually die.
But I can't really do anything.
Listen, I have too much at stake in this current storyline to die. My backup character is not fully fleshed out.
Kage's out
Help.
of the building. I can send
Well,
something to
can't
go get
anyone, like, stabilize me? Which means I'm not, like, yeah, anyone.
Yeah, anyone can. Just-
Oh, okay.
Oh, I
didn't
thought you
know
had
that.
to have healing spells. Our only healer ran out the window.
No! Come stabilize me. I won't be conscious, but I won't die.
Okay, I'm going to stabilize Ori.
Thank you!
It takes okay, so
I
stabilizing
could do that.
gets you
didn't realize
basically
I
it's a
could do
DC 10 wisdom medicine check.
You cut out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Stabilizing creature, unconscious and stabilization. Here we go. So it helps the unconscious character in the sense that they're not dying anymore. They're still unconscious though,
Good.
I
right?
just don't want to die.
But you still need to roll a DC 10, like a wisdom throw, to do so. Okay. So
Sure.
in this
So-
case, so we'll let's see. Okay, so wait. Okay, so Ori, you're still. Oh, man, it's crazy. Okay, so the treant now at this point, he is pissed off. Hold on, Dave. You're not quite out of the fence yet. You're right in the middle of fighting with him. The treant, so right there. He takes his large branches and he basically tries to slam down onto your body. Like the branches are coming down and they're trying to like smush you. I guess roll a defense roll. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm gonna try to roll out, and by out I mean out of the room.
Okay, all right. Go ahead, roll a defense roll. He manages to smack you. He hits you though, actually, for what is it? 10 hit points of damage.
At an 18, I still get 10.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, he hits you for 10. But you still manage to roll out of the way, but in the process you still get like slammed, okay? So you've rolled out, so you're right outside the door, but the treant now is coming for you. He's coming close. Okay. At this point now, so Umak is down. Top of the round again, guys. Ori's on her last legs right here, guys.
Alright.
Stabilize her, DC 10 or higher on wisdom, okay? If you can stabilize her, then I think then she's no longer, she's unconscious, but she's stable, right? I think that's what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, I can do that because I'm right there.
So you've got two of
Please
you,
do.
hopefully.
How
Okay.
about everyone tries?
All right. Go ahead. So I guess it will get Pan and or Dave. You guys can go ahead and do so.
Wait, so what do? I just roll a 1d10?
A 1d10. Oh, you roll a wisdom check, like a medicine check, essentially.
If yours doesn't go through, I'll do it.
Medicine
And if
or
not-
wisdom?
They're the same. It's going to be the same one. Do a medicine check. This one. Oh, I saw it be a 3. It was like a 3, and then it was like rolled over to a 21. Okay. You you successfully stabilize Ori, so she's no longer she's still unconscious. However, you no longer have you have to roll death saves anymore. Okay.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna use my fire attack thing again.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, that one fails. That one connects. That one first one fails. The second one connects. Go ahead.
I'm looking for my spell, but they're on separate pages, so it's a little annoying.
Third one connects. Okay. Did you want to use a key point to cast fire? Another one too?
Yeah, I'm gonna use 2.
Oh, 2. Okay, all right. So you can roll. Okay. So let's see. 9 plus 13. Okay, you're going to deal 22 hit points of damage to him. Okay, so minus 22. Okay. At this point, he is half scorched. Like his body is like starting to fall apart bit by bit. However, he's still clamoring, trying to like open the doors, smash through the walls. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
I
Dave.
think it's time for another bag of beans.
All right, Dave, go ahead. Roll your bag of beans.
No, I'm not doing that.
You guys, you remember there are toadstools right there by as well. That if you eat it, you could heal or you could take damage.
Why don't you?
Who wants to potentially die other than me?
It's a 50-50 shot of me
Either gaining temporary hit points or getting poisoned. So yeah.
I'm gonna go make myself a Molotov cocktail in here. So I'll just make I don't know what that would be, but I've made myself some Molotov cocktails and
There's liquor.
Yeah, liquor, and I think I need styrofoam and a cloth.
There's bar rag, I'm sure.
Or tar, whatever. Yeah.
Sure, there's a lighter.
Just stuff it in there. Turn upside down, light it, throw.
Okay, give me a dexterity roll for that.
We're gonna burn all the documents though.
I wouldn't personally.
Would one of those smiles make him happy? Would it turn him from chaotic evil to just a happy treant?
He would be a smiling evil treant, but I mean, he would definitely be smiling. So yeah.
Save it. There's more comedic purposes we can use it for.
So my recommendation: break out the wall, whatever, go terrorize the town. The guys can the guards can eventually deal with him, but you might want to question Umok while y'all there.
He can't have much health left. I've done like 50.
They're pretty beefy. Let me put it that way. Let's see. He's close. I will say that he is close.
Okay, was it 7?
Yeah. So unfortunately, you throw it. You don't get a direct hit on him. However, it does torch the room. So the table's on fire, the papers, everything that's inside is on fire. The fire now is starting to spread, and he's starting to get frightened. So he's starting to back off a little bit now, because now the whole inside of the room is on fire, and he's starting to move. He's starting to retreat a little bit. Okay.
I'm gonna throw another one because I get 2 attacks.
Okay.
I didn't think I did last time.
Okay, this one does land. Go ahead and roll a 1d10 on this for damage. Be the same thing like
1D
Pan.
what?
A 1d10. Nice. He's gonna take 9. Okay. All right. At this point, his arms are starting to char, right? He's starting to look like charcoal, and he's backing off the way as well. The whole entire room is just ablaze. Everything inside is being torched, and he is moving backwards. Okay. Okay, Mikage. At this point, you are catching up to the Tabaxi, but she's fast. She's still booking it. What are you doing?
I am determined take her out, like knock out her legs, do something.
So what does that look like?
The problem, so would I be able?
Imagine she's like 30 feet in front of you. So she's like a
I'm
good
Tim-
one. She's like a good distance
She's
away.
good.
You're catching up, but you're catching up to her, but she's still a good distance away.
So as I'm running through, I take out my bow. I'm gonna attempt to shoot her in the leg as she runs. At this point, like I would have preferred to whatchamacallit. I would have preferred to run up and tackle her, but that's as she's turning around corner. No, I'm just gonna as she's turning around corners, I'm just inching my way up. I am like I've got my prey in my sights and I am going to take her out at the legs. I am going to be just running to get as close as I can to her.
Okay, at this point, you guys can still hear me, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's a good distance away from, so she's like 30 feet. So you can basically, you're catching up.
Wait, you cut out as right as you said the distance.
She's like 40 feet, 30, 40 feet away from you, right? So you can basically, if you sprint as hard as you can catch up to her. You can use an exhaustion point, which allows you to get closer to her. So you will be able to make the distance and do something, right? But at the same time, too, you'll have disadvantage on, what is it? I think future ability checks and stuff like that, if you want.
Until I do
Until you do a rest, yeah.
So guys, after eating these, we're taking a rest. So I point and I have a quarter, throw it and like hit the legs. Maybe that. Is that acceptable? Oh.
So you want to throw something at her? Is that right?
Well, I to catch up, and then like if I'm close enough, I'm going to chunk the quarterstaff that I have at her, and hopefully like either take her out at the legs or hit her in the head, knock her down.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, then go for it. Yeah.
All right. So, how do I just roll the quarterstaff, or what do I?
Yeah, in this case, you're just going to roll the. Okay, so you've run up to her.
You cut out.
Okay, so at this point, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
You're catching up to her. You've burned through one exhaustion because you're just running up right up to her, right? You're using all your effort to catch up to her, so you can have one level of exhaustion. And then afterwards, yeah, you roll your quarterstaff to attack her now.
Okay. Let's see if I roll.
Oh. That is a miss, unfortunately. So I saw that right.
Okay.
That is a miss. She slips by, and you see her just like take off around a corner or so. So you did not get her, okay? All right, at this point, Ori, you are unconscious, but you're not dying anymore, so that's cool. I don't know.
I like that. For my action, I'm going to breathe because I enjoy being alive.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. At this point, then, the room is catching more and more on fire. Everything is turning to ash at this point. At least all the papers are turning to ash. The table's lighting up. He's going to take another 10 hit points of damage on that. And you see him now, all his body parts are starting to just like fall off, right? They're starting to fall to pieces. He's trying to back up. He's in the corner of the room. He's trying to back up, but he's not able to move much more than that. Okay. Dave and Pan, start at the top of the round now. The tree is basically literally on its last legs. What are y'all doing?
I mean, I'm just going to keep using all my points and try to kill it, and hopefully we get a rest, because I'll be gassed.
Molotov cocktails. And I guess I don't know if there's like medicine, like if I could do medicine for Ori, but if that's possible.
Okay, so normally bartenders have a first aid kit behind the bar. Fingers crossed.
That is true.
I will check for one.
Okay, all right, let's do that then. So, Pan, you're up. He is just about dead. What are you doing? That one's a hit. Next one's a hit. Last one's a hit. Okay. Do you want to use your key point? Wow, using them all. Okay, tell me how you want it done. Tell me how you want it done.
I don't know. I want him to like just go up in flames,
Okay.
but very elegantly. So that, like everywhere fire, it's just like only him. He disintegrates and falls into like a pile of ash.
All right, that's exactly what happens, just like that. He disintegrates into a pile of ash, just kind of falls. His grumpy face, it's more or less marked on the wood. It's like the last piece that just kind of falls to the ground. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and end combat now. So you guys are good. So you've defeated him. He is gone. The room inside is a complete mess. All the paperwork has been destroyed. And at this point, Ori is still unconscious. However, you do find a small medicine kit underneath the bar. What are y'all doing?
I will use it on Ori.
Okay. Let's see. How do medicine kits work?
Or use it on that guy so we can talk to him.
Listen, if they're smelling salts, they'll wake us both.
Okay. The medicine kit allow it. You can just get a 1 hit point of life back. Okay, Ori. So you are no longer unconscious. You are back up. You got 1 hit point. All right. I'll give you 1.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. So the question though happens. So okay, that's Dave. Ori, you're up. Mikage, you've just missed the tabaxi. She's taken off.
Okay. Was I a follower even?
Say that one more time, please.
Was I still able to follow her even though I missed hitting her?
So at this point, she has taken off, excuse me, around a corner. And as she does so, you see into like a large crowd of people.
Wait, you cut out. You see into what?
You see her cut the corner, and then she takes off into a large crowd of people or so.
Okay. Was I able? Was she wearing the same thing as what the actual girl was wearing? Like she was wearing something different. All right. Was I able to get a good look at her outfit, her attire as she was?
She was more or less wearing like professional outfit, like she's not semi-formal.
You're cutting out. She
was wearing like professional attire, right? Like if you were going to an office, that's what she was wearing. Versus when you were looking at the tabaxi in her in the apartment, she was wearing not pajamas, but just casual wear or so.
Guess I wouldn't be wearing any like jewelry or any like something specific besides just her general attire.
It's nothing particularly distinguishing or so. Imagine she's wearing like a blouse and a pencil skirt.
Nothing particularly distinguishable.
Yes, nothing particularly distinguishable. Imagine she's wearing like a blouse and a pencil skirt or something like that.
Okay. Every time you got...
Does it keep on cutting off?
Okay, no worries. There was nothing could identify that was kind of unique that would be... Okay. So I'm just going to go back to see Ori and them at this point. my tracking ability is good, but with the city like kind of overwhelming my senses, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I am going to. We got one other source of information at the moment. So close.
So I would imagine that you get back inside. You have Umak, who is now breathing heavy. He is knocked unconscious, but however, he's kind of coming to.
You cut out. He's not done.
He is knocked unconscious. However, he is not dead. But you kind of see him still breathing heavy. He could be brought back if you want to question him or you want to search the place. I mean, we're closing up on we're past 11 o'clock right now, so I'll let you guys decide if you want to kind of proceed forward or you want to call it. How y'all feeling?
Can I wrap it up by hobbling over and slapping his unconscious face?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just for the slaps, not for the waking him up.
Oh, okay. You make it over
I
to
say
the...
let's station in. Then we can figure out what.
Okay.
I won't slap him. I'll kick him in the ribs.
Slap him and kick him in the ribs?
I'll kick him in the ribs. I won't slap him.
Oh, okay, all right. You give him a good kick in the ribs. You can hear something break a little, so there you go. And you hear the air kind of like, exhale out of him, whatever was left in there.
I'm telling the Better Business Bureau about this.
Is he dead now?
He's not dead. No, he's just really beat up. Really beat up. Okay.
Got that.
All right.
And I was a part of that as of right now.
Okay. Let's call it for the night then, since obviously it's getting late, and we can pick up from next time. But there will be more to find out for sure. So, alrighty, guys. Man, we spent the whole time fighting. That was cool. Alrighty, quick retro then, I guess. Let's figure out, let's go. Let's start with Rachel, in case you want to dip early. Rachel, I know you're tired or so. Like, love, learn, lack. If you could, please.
I did really like combat. It's been a while since, I personally have had like a bunch of combat. I kind of liked it. And I love that we keep using the beans. That's just, I think, a signature now of our group is beans during fights. I learned that setting very large men's suits on fire does not work very well. Is he a barbarian? Like, what is he? He has a great axe, but
He also raged.
He did rage.
Oh, okay. So I missed some things, which was probably why I made poor decisions. But it was still good, still fun, not lacking anything. I liked it.
Thank you very much. Okay. Megan, if you could, like, love, learn, lack.
I really enjoyed the round. It was a very combat heavy round, and I did split off from the group, which I normally don't do, but I figured it was appropriate for trying to like get some answers. No, I was really happy, got to get out some aggression. So overall enjoyed the entire session. So no lacking, loved the combat, and then learned that I can spend an exhaustion point. I keep forgetting.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay. Samad, if you could, please. Like, love, learn, lack.
I liked it. It was fun. I did not remember about the stabilizing thing. Otherwise, I would have done that earlier. But I don't know. I just thought it was fun. I like how much damage my character can do from range. It's pretty strong.
Yeah, it worked out well that you also were using fire against a treant, so that was really cool too.
Yeah, the elements thing is cool.
Okay, awesome. Anything lacking? Do you want more of or less of?
No. I would like to have questioned him, but it's pretty late, so I can wait till next time.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I was hoping you guys get some more answers, but the comment just kept on going. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, Sean, if you could, like, love, learn, lack. We'll finish it up.
Yeah, I like the combat. I learned about that whole stabilizing thing. I think at one point I knew it, and then I relearned it. Yeah, liked the combat, especially while like I was going on my own mission, so that was kind of cool. Nothing. I mean, it was just combat, but I also kind of appreciated that because it was easier for me to follow. So, yeah.
Okay, cool. Anything lacking for you? You want more of or less of?
No, that's good.
Okay, very cool. And let's see. It's kind of funny. I knew combat would take a while, but I didn't know how long it would take, and so I had all this other stuff planned too, just in case. And so I spent all this time planning. I'm like, oh, we just did combat, so which is how it usually goes. It's really funny. So I overplanned, but it's fine. A lot of good stuff for later. Okay, so thank you for everybody who's listening or whoever's going to listen to this in the future, and we'll see y'all next time.